Hi, I am Dr. Sharjeel and you are watching my YouTube channel, and today we would like to start the third video of research series, and we will discuss one of the most important research topic, that how to calculate sample size. Sample size calculation is an extremely important thing for any research proposal study, and it has got a scientific method, a very simple method, and you need to know about the given population size in which you want to conduct a study. You need to know what is confidence interval or margin of error, and you also need to know what is confidence level, and you need to know standard deviation. So then you have to put all these things in an online sample size calculator, and then it will give you a precise and exact number of sample size that will be required for your research. So it's not a very difficult thing, but usually we take research as a whole a very frightening thing, and we don't wish to learn it by heart, and that's why we feel difficulties. So today I would like to tell you in detail about how to calculate sample size. So let's go. So before going to the online calculator, first we should know that how to calculate sample size. First thing is population size to be studied. We should know exact or estimated. Like for example, my district DI Khan population is 15 lakhs. Now confidence interval, which is also known as margin of error, as we have already shown you that mostly it is taken as 5. You can take it differently, and we will show you online that what impact it will make. Then confidence level, usually it is taken as 90%, 95% or 99%, but mostly 95%. Then standard deviation, mostly 0.5%, or sometimes the distribution which is taken as 50%. So if your aim is to get to have a small sample size, you need more margin of error and less confidence level, but it will also make the study less reliable. And for larger sample size, you need less margin of error and more confidence level, and large sample will make your study more reliable. So you should keep in mind these things. Now one by one, now what is confidence level? Confidence level is the percentage of probability that confidence interval would contain the true population parameter when you take a random sample many times, or in simple words, 99% confidence level means that if you repeat your study many times, 99% of the time your results will match the result of a given population. 95% confidence level means that if you repeat the experiment again and again, 95% of the time you will reflect the results of the given population. So larger your sample size, the more confident you will be that your results truly reflect the population under study. Most commonly used confidence level is 90, 95 and 99. As you increase the confidence level, the sample size also increase, validity and reliability also increase, but cost and time it also increase. Now what is confidence interval or margin of error? Well, it tells you that how confident you can be that the results from a study reflects what you would expect to find if it was possible to survey the entire population. For example, if your confidence interval is 6 and 60% of your sample picks an answer, you will be confident that if you had asked the entire population between 60 minus 6 54 or 60 plus 6 66. So, entire population between 54 and 66 would have picked that answer. So, that is the confidence interval or margin of error. If you decrease it from 6 to 4 or 3, then you have to increase the sample size. Standard deviation means that data sets distribution from its mean. So, you need all these things, and now I would like to show you that how you have to calculate the sample size online. There are number of online sample size calculators, and I will show you two, and you will get the similar sample size from different sample size calculators. So, all are very valid. So, let us go to the online. Thank you. So, first open the Google, and now in Google we will type like one of the common and important ones are raw soft, raw soft sample size calculator. Now, here you can clearly see, I am enlarging it, that what margin of error can you accept, and they have already written 5% is a common choice. Margin of error is also confidence interval, and most commonly 5% is used. And here it is also written that the amount of error, the margin of error is the amount of error that you can tolerate. If 90% of the respondents answer yes, so while 10% answer no, you may be able to tolerate a larger amount of error than if the respondents are split 50-50 or 45-55. Lower margin of error requires a larger sample size. So, you should know these things. Now, what confidence level do you need? So, typical choices are 90, 95 and 99, but most commonly use 95. So, you should always keep in mind that whenever you want to calculate a sample size, take margin of error or confidence interval 5, take confidence level 95 and then population, make it 2 lakhs. Like our population size is 2 lakhs, and what's the response distribution? So, leave it at 50%. So, your recommended sample size becomes 384, or if you leave it at response distribution 5%, then your sample size becomes 73. If you don't know, you can leave it as 50, and now you can also do some changes like confidence interval. Let us increase the confidence or decrease it first. If you decrease the margin of error to 3, then the sample size become 1000. If you increase the margin of error by 10, then your recommended sample size become 96. So, leave it at 5. Then the confidence level, if you make it 99, then you need 662 sample size, and if you make it 95, then 384, and if you make it 90, then it will become 271. 5 and 20 lakh, 2 lakhs, and if we increase it further, like from 2 lakhs we have made it 20 lakhs, but still just 1. So after if you increase the population from 20,000, there is a less effect on the results. Now let's go to another online calculator. Online sample size calculators. Sample size calculator. Now again look at this, confidence level is 95%, margin of error, population, proportion. Just you need to know population. 20,000 and 2 lakh. Calculate 384. So it again comes 384. So now make it 90% confidence level. It became 272. Margin of error, you can make it 6. It became 189. So you can play with all these, population, proportion and all these things. So I hope now that it's become simple.